everybody. I'm Megan Fraser McGrogan, the Executive Director of the Greater Utica Chamber of Commerce. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm very excited to get back into the podcast. If you've been following along, you probably noticed that we took a little bit of a break for the summer, and now we're back and really excited to be bringing some more member news to you. If you're just tuning in for the first time, the Leveling Up podcast kind of took a turn in the beginning of the pandemic when it started hitting our area, and we turned the podcast and pivoted a little bit to call it the Leveling Up Social Distancing Series. And what we've been doing is bringing you shorter episodes, at least once a week, sometimes even more than that. And we're basically just doing this to make sure that you are in the know about everything that's going on in our Greater Utica area with our community businesses and organizations. So if you haven't had a chance to check out any past episodes, please go on and do that. There's a couple ways you can get all of these, of course, on the Chamber social media pages or on our website, greateruticachamber.org. And you can also get the audio version on pretty much any podcast platform you listen to podcasts on. So make sure you go and subscribe. Again, they're really short episodes, about 15 to 20 minutes. You can put it on in the background when you're making dinner or maybe when you're working out to be in the know on everything going on and catch up on some local news with our businesses. So I know a place that you could put it on your headphones and hop on a piece of equipment and get a workout in, and that would be Upstate Empire Fitness. And so today I'm excited to introduce my guest, Alyssa Devins. Alyssa, thanks for being here with us.
Oh, thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, so we are really excited for you because you guys are able to open. I know that was a really long anticipated wait for you, and seeing you go in the, come in the doors. I think you guys posted on Instagram, a video of you walking in, and just like so exciting. And, really, I watched it. I was like, oh my God, I think people really feel for you guys, really all businesses, but you were kind of in one of those categories that you had to really wait a long time. So tell us, a little bit about what was that like for you guys?
Wow, I will say it's a roller coaster. We thought, in the beginning, okay, it's going to be a couple weeks. Okay, maybe it'll be a couple months. Then the state came out with this phased opening, and we're like, okay, great. Like our tax bracket puts us in phase 2. We have a tax code for personal services. We're open for personal training in phase 2, and then boom, that got shut down. So then we're like, okay, phase 4. Like after phase 4, there's nothing after that, right? Like we're there. And then phase 4 rolls around, and okay, everybody except for gyms, malls, bowling alleys, the few of us that were left behind. And then there was like a solid, I think, 4 weeks, 6 weeks where we were still completely left in the dark. So that section, the last few weeks of it was honestly the hardest, just because we had no idea, and then you start to question how long do you wait before you start pulling the plug on things, and that's a hard discussion to have and thing to think about. Luckily, we have a really strong membership and a lot of support, so that's what got us through. But it was hard. Yeah. I was bawling my eyes out when we opened, and I'm not an emotional person, but it kind of all came to a head for me. I'm just happy not only for us, but for our membership. I know there's a lot of people here who rely on this gym for all sorts of support beyond physical. So I know there are people who are struggling big time who can finally get back here and find some normalcy. So
yeah, and I think that's a really important point as we look at this, moving forward. And I mean, of course, this is a moment in time, this pandemic that we're dealing with right now, but this probably won't be the last time that we have, hopefully not this bad, but, germs are always going to be around, viruses are always going to be around. And I think, making sure that you're healthy and your immune system is going, that's kind of a piece of this puzzle too, right? And so
a lot of research supports that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think, a lot of people missing that, and really, the mental side of things too. Working out is very important for your mental health and getting out there and getting your, endorphins going. So it's just so nice to see you guys open. Yeah. Now tell us.
Under here.
Yeah, I know. And you have to wear a mask, which yours is great, by the way.
We have done all sorts of research to try and find the most breathable, compliant mask. So far, the winner.
Yeah, no, it's good. And you got, and I didn't know this actually until we just chatted a couple minutes before we came on here, but you do have to wear a certain type of mask into the gym, right?
Yeah, so if you look at the reopening guidelines for gyms and fitness centers, it does exclude gaiters, bandanas, and there may be one other specific, but it specifically states like a face covering that covers your nose and your mouth and your chin. And again, there's specific ones that you're not allowed to wear in here. So definitely we have the guidelines out on our desk. So anybody who comes in can look at those, and we personally can direct people. We have masks here. If you don't have the correct one, you can have a mask. So.
Yeah. Great. Well, I know we wanted to just talk a little bit about that and what, how that was for you guys. But I think the most important thing to focus on is moving forward. And you guys are open. You have a lot of great services. So tell us about what people can expect from Upstate Empire Fitness. Like you said, I know you guys have a great following there. And you guys have only officially been in business for a couple years, right?
September 1st, ironically enough, September 1st was our 2-year.
Yeah.
Close to the reopening. It was kind of like, grand opening all over again.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a little sentimental for us, but so 2 years. 6 months we were shut down, so 18 months, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, as far as the business, we started as an online training and nutrition company. That part of things is still up and running, and that's something that you can still have access through the gym. We have, personal trainers here. We do offer the nutrition side of things, and then as well as just the facility itself. Group fitness classes, all the strength training equipment, cardio equipment, pretty much everything under the sun here. So.
Yeah, and I think that I remember when you guys opened and we did your ribbon cutting, I remember that being like a big part of what we talked about is your online training and how you guys really have clients all over the country, right?
All over the world, actually, yeah. There was a time when we first opened, we actually had more clients outside of the country than we did inside the country. But naturally, as things happen, our local growth, was growing. And so over time, it just kind of made sense. The previous owners of this building, we had been members of this gym for over 10 years. They were ready to move on. We were kind of ready to take this step. So it was a really nice transition for us. And the members here knew us already. So that was a really neat transition as well. And we've been able to continue to grow the gym. And actually, since we've reopened after the shutdown, we've had a 30% increase in memberships.
Wow.
I think going to the safety protocol side of things, I think people feel very safe here. We went above and beyond. We're very proud of that. Our membership means everything to us. This is our family. I'm like crazy mama bear with these people. Like, they are the world to us. So we wanted to make sure everybody felt safe, felt comfortable, and they were ready to come back ASAP, because this is such an important part of health, mentally and physically. So
yeah. Absolutely. And talk a little bit about your precautions. And I know you guys, by the way, I know we're going to share your Instagram and Facebook before we get off the podcast here, but if you guys go over and follow them on Facebook and Instagram, you can see all the posts that they're posting for everything you guys are doing safety-wise. And I think that that's really important. So share a little bit about what people can expect as far as your, protocols that you're taking and cleaning and stuff like that.
Sure. So I'll just start with, as soon as you walk through the door, you're going to go through a health check. Your basic, you probably do it at work or if you go to school, dermal temperature at the door, signing a release that you don't have symptoms or have been exposed, the standard stuff there. You receive a bottle with a disinfectant. Every single member has that bottle on them. As well as we have the sanitizing stations that we've always had that have the wipes that kill viruses and bacteria. So extra precaution there with the bottles to be sure everybody has access. Then on top of that, we have our HEPA filters that are air scrubbers. So that's kind of, filtering the air and cleaning the air throughout the gym. As well as we did purchase an electrostatic sprayer. So that's also filled with a disinfectant proven to kill COVID. Every 2 hours, we disinfect the entire gym. What the electrostatic sprayer does is it charges the particles, and then when they come out, they actually, so I can spray a surface dead on, and the particle actually wrap, just like static, wrap the surface. So that's for efficiency, because we don't have to kind of like go around machines. We can just take one quick shot and get it done quick.
Yeah.
like things like dumbbells that are not necessarily easy to like rotate and spray. So we over the top, and the entire thing gets wrapped and disinfected.
That's really cool.
Everything on the floor is accommodating social distancing. And then our newest pride and joy, I'm looking at them now, that's why I'm looking up, are our UVC germicidal lights. So those are installed throughout the gym, kind of up on the wall. And from what we understand, we're the first gym in the nation to have upper room UVC lights installed.
Wow.
So the company, Aeromed, who partners with Metal Solutions right here in Utica.
Oh, cool.
Well, yeah, we're supporting local businesses, which is where we're like so pumped. And actually, the person who owns Metal Solutions is our neighbor, which we didn't even know.
Oh, how cool. Wow. What a small world.
So cool to be supporting people we know and are in our community. But so these UVC lights emit a UVC ray about 1 foot or so above our heads. So our fans will actually take the air that we're breathing out, bring them up into that kill zone, as they call it, and kill everything so that it doesn't recirculate into the air.
Wow.
So the entire gym has that like beam in it so that everything in the air is being killed. Yeah.
That is so cool. I mean, just like from a cutting edge standpoint, you guys really have thought of everything, it seems like, to make everybody safe.
Yeah. So they're actually going to use some data and some research from our gym as part of a case study, being that we were, the first ones to do this in this type of setting. So
wow, that's so cool. Right here in the Greater Utica area.
So it's fun. We're proud. We're very proud.
Yeah, that's really awesome. So I think that's, I mean, when you guys talk about like just going back to the online training for a minute, I mean, when you think about like prior to the pandemic and, like stuff like that was obviously awesome to have available, but now like everybody is looking at everything like virtual, how do you do things online? So I would consider you guys were like kind of cutting edge there. And now you have all this stuff in the physical gym. So it's very obvious that you guys are passionate about what you do and making sure that you're accessible to everybody and everybody's safe.
Yes. And I mean, that's probably one of the most frequent compliments we've gotten is just, I've actually had people say, I feel so safe here. And that like, feels, like, because we put our heart and soul the entire time we were closed. We were like, what can we do? What else can we do? We were working full time. So it feels good,
That's great. Now, are you guys still doing classes outside too, or is everything inside?
Oh, now we've gotten our approval. So we are doing some inside, some outside. I'm trying to obviously accommodate our instructors as well. They also have their own comfort level as far as being inside, as far as training with masks. So as long as the weather is good, I'm kind of splitting. We were doing our spin classes, which is actually called RPM, outside. I have transitioned all of those indoors because those bikes are they're tough to move.
Yeah.
That class is definitely 100% inside right now, but we're trying between weather and, people's comfort level, like I said, and then accommodating capacity stuff. We're trying to split between the two.
Yeah. Well, that's good. So there's still an option if people aren't comfortable coming in, they can take advantage of something outside.
Yes. Yep.
Good. Well, I think, I think a lot of people will be comfortable coming in with everything you guys have talked about. What's the best place for people, like if somebody's watching and they're not a member, which we hope the members will watch this too, right? To catch in with you and check up on how you guys are doing. But if they're not a member and have never heard of you guys before, where are you located? What's the best place they can get in touch and find out more information?
So we're right here, 1307 Champlain Ave in Utica. Previously Big Lots, they've got a new name now, or Bargain Outlet, they have a new name, but we're still here. Valley Gymnastics is next door to us. But then also you can go on upstateempirefit.com. That is our website, Upstate Empire Fitness on Instagram and Facebook as well. We're super active on our social media. That's usually the best place to get a hold of us. But you're always welcome to stop in and get a tour. We'll show you around, kind of try to make you a little more comfortable. So yeah, we're here for you guys.
And you guys you said you do personal training as well, right? So
yeah, all sorts of personal training packages available. You can sit down with one of our personal trainers and kind of get an idea of what's going to work for you. And we still, again, have the completely online stuff. If you want to do home workouts, you're still not ready to come out, we can coach you virtually as well. So.
That's great. Good option. Whether you're here or, hey, maybe you're tuning in and you're not in Utica and you want to get in touch and have you guys train virtually too.
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah, great. Well, thank you so much, Alyssa. I really appreciated you coming on today and talking to us. It's great to see you guys are open and doing well again. And, please guys go on and check them out. Again, they're, like I said, personally, I know I've seen you guys be very active on social media. You can see all the cleaning protocols they do. It's kind of neat to watch the little sprayer work too.
Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Husband makes, yes, they're funny. But,
yeah, they are funny.
It's a really cool piece of machine. So yeah.
Okay, so guys, make sure you go check them out. Again, Alyssa, hopefully we'll see you in person again sometime soon. And you guys make sure you go check out all the things that you need to see and know about Upstate Empire Fitness, again, on their social media, their website, or go on and stop down and see them. So,
Have you?
all right, we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.
Bye.